You know, you talked about corruption within the Tangipahoa Parish Sheriff's Office, and of course, about a year after that 2015 election, we have the undisputed fact that the FBI came in and they raided Sheriff Daniel Edwards' office, took a number of laptops, computers, things of this nature, and they declared the office to be a, quote, I'm quoting them, crime scene, unquote. So when you saw that, and in particularly a gentleman named Chad Scott, that has most recently, as most folks who follow the news know, has just been convicted of some felony charges with regard to drugs and things of that nature. So what were your thoughts as you saw all of these things taking place within that Tangipahoa Parish Sheriff's Office and the graduates, if you will, or those who went on to, quote, higher ground?
Well, Doc, that's a good question that you asked me. I think it's good to put it on the air. You know, this ain't just happened overnight. This has been an ongoing investigation. You had citizens and other deputies and things that had filed complaints about the corruption in Tangipahoa Parish against the drug dealers, the drug pusher, law enforcement involved in the drug. Again, they have certain people in the slotches. Whenever you file your complaint, it's going to be camouflaged. So anytime you file anything into the Eastern District, however, the FBI director, he's take full control over the entire district of the Eastern District of the state of Louisiana. So again, your complaints, when it go there, being camouflaged. Now, when they came in and raided these individual places, now, it wasn't no coincidence. You know, this been going on. And you ask yourself a question, why is it being silenced? Now, David Welker is no longer our director, so we have a new director now. So why hadn't he, in other words, requested that his agents go back and reopen up this investigation if it had been closed by David Welker? You know, so I think it's very interesting that Chad Scott is being convicted, who had ties to the sheriff department, which is the governor, John Bell Edwards' brother, Daniel Edwards, and in drugs, now, and employed with the sheriff department. Now, he ain't the first one. You had other deputies also that was arrested also, that was employed with the Tri-Parish, also had ties with the Tangipahoa Parish Sheriff Department, Carl Newman and Samo. They also was arrested and stuff on malfeasance and drug. So now, ask yourself a question. Why would the sheriff hire all these individually, you know, I mean, personally hire them, and they're involved in drugs and being arrested? Now, that don't raise a red flag. You won't hire a good deputy with experience like me, but you hiring everybody just who you done hired is being arrested for drugs, some type of nature. Now, these other deputies was allowed to resign, okay, instead of being prosecuted. They have cloaked with authority. I don't think that's right. If your son or loved one went to the store and stole a lollipop, they would have arrested him or her and probably executed fully the charges. And here these deputies that worked for the Tangipahoa Parish Sheriff's Office was able to resign without actually, you know, I mean, it's a shame. So when you resign, let me explain that to you. That means they can go and get a job at another police department somewhere in another town with recommendation of the sheriff or someone saying they was a good deputy, which being covered up. But if you fire them, that follows them down the road.